By now you have heard of the Charlotte Bathroom Ordinance. In one of the most radical policy shifts in our lifetime, the Charlotte City Council voted to ban single-sex shower facilities in every place of public accommodation within the Charlotte city limits. According to the ordinance, all showers, restrooms, bathhouses, and dormitory lodging facilities would have been opened up to both sexes. Males would have been given a legally protected right to go into the bathroom or shower of their choice, including those facilities previously marked female only. The ramifications of this change should have been obvious, as they are both dangerous and foolish. Under Charlotte's ordinance, the YMCA and the YWCA, two respected institutions that previously had been allowed for years to have female-only and male-only locker rooms and showers, would have been mandated by law, whether intended or not, to open all showers to all sexes at all times. Under Charlotte's ordinance, when our daughters changed into their bathing suits or showered after their volleyball games, they would have been doing so in a locker room and shower shared with men. The violation of privacy and the opportunity for exploitation and physical danger the ordinance created for our women and children should have been self-evident, but apparently it was not to the Charlotte City Council. But we have seen the results of actions like this before. Consider this. In Washington State, a similar regulation was passed opening up showers and locker rooms to all sexes. Here's just a small sampling of the results. In Seattle, at a Parks and Recreation facility, a man walked into the locker room while girls were getting ready for swimming lessons, spurring protests from parents and a full community outcry. However, there was no prosecution, as he had a legal right to be there while the young girls undressed. In Olympia, on the campus of Evergreen College, which is shared by Capitol High School Swim Club and a children's swim academy, a 45-year-old man entered a sauna with young girls present and stripped naked in plain view of the girls, exposing his male genitalia to a 17-year-old girl. Thanks to Washington State's regulation, no legal prosecution followed, as he was allowed to be there. In Everett, on the campus of Everett Community College, a man entered the woman's restroom with a pair of woman's panties in his pocket. When asked why he was there, he admitted that he showered in the girls' locker room for sexual gratification. If these were the results of Washington State's regulation, common sense alone should have led the Charlotte City Council to understand what their similar ordinance would have brought here to North Carolina. It is important to note, at no point in this video have we singled out transgender people, the people for whom the Charlotte City Council were trying to accommodate with their ordinance. Nor are we stating that transgender individuals are by nature sexual predators. However, the Charlotte Ordinance was so poorly written that non-transgender sexual predators would have used the legal protections created by the Bathroom Ordinance to their advantage, as they did in Washington State. With that in mind, please note that North Carolina has 21,054 known registered sex offenders. They are located in all 100 counties of the state. Under the ordinance, all 21,054 registered sex offenders would have been granted a legal right to go into shower facilities with members of the opposite sex within the city limits of Charlotte. They would have had free rein to prey on our women and children. Their presence in the shower of the opposite sex would not have been grounds for dismissal and prosecution. Rather, it would have been illegal to dismiss them and prosecute them, as the Charlotte Ordinance opened the door and granted them a right to be there. The man who led the fight to pass the Charlotte Bathroom Ordinance is himself a convicted sex offender, a fact conveniently and consistently omitted by the mainstream media in the coverage of this issue. If the primary responsibility of elected officials is the protection of its citizens, the Charlotte City Council failed miserably in passing such a radical ordinance.